Hello, I'm Chris. This is Gross Models, and welcome to issue 27 of Building the Delorean from Back to the Future. Another issue that may well be out of numerical order if you're watching this now rather than sometime in the future when hopefully I've got all the back issues. But let's have a look. In this issue, we will be you doing the radiator fans, the mounting brackets, and fixing screws, plus the horn for your DeLorean model. Indeed, I can do this bit because it's not affecting the bit that I can't do. So I'll get these picture in picture up while I'm actually doing the build. Basically, we're putting the horn together, putting it onto the chassis, and then making up the radiator fans, which aren't actually being installed until a little bit later on. But before we do that, as ever, I'll have a flick through the rest of the magazine. Is that another page there? 5, 6. No, that's the right number. So yes, a look at some of the press reviews from Back to the Future in July the 3rd, 1985, when it obviously came out. It's a while. Yeah, there we go. We've got obviously Princess Diana there talking to him with Phil Collins in the background, and the film's co-creator Bob Gale. There we go, and Spielberg, obviously. Yeah, obviously the posters from it. Never in time for his classes. He wasn't in time for his dinner, and he wasn't in his time at all. Indeed, that works. Obviously, we've got international posters. Film was a hit all over the world. The Swedish poster for Back to the Future used different artwork to the classic version, with another car alongside the DeLorean. Yeah, that was different. I prefer that to that any day of the week, but you know, that just screams more action than that. That's just like just after a traffic accident or something. Yeah, I wouldn't go with that. Then Mr. Sandman, Bring Me a Dream song to help her travel through. Yeah, that works. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Next time, the radiator, I believe I can still do that bit because it goes to a different part of the car to the part that I can't do. So that's that. The parts from this time, obviously, in the nice sort of rendered grayscale. I'll clear the bench, get the parts ready, and we'll see what I can actually get to and build. Right, I'm going to be doing this slightly out of order to the published instructions, but doesn't matter. I'll show you what I'm doing, and I'll put the right picture in picture up, assuming I remember and get it the right way around. Let's have a look. First of all, we're taking the horn, and we're attaching this to the outside. One pin, as ever. One screw, so that goes through there, like that, and a GP screw will hold that in place. Those, there's only one more in the packet there, so that's going to be spare. Goes through that hole, holds the bracket in place, nice and easy. And then that and that will be attached to the chassis momentarily. But before we bother getting the chassis out and doing everything, I'm going to make the next part, which is using 2 of these HP screws. Bit of paper back in there so I know that that's an HP screw when I put them away. And this is being attached to here. Doesn't matter which way up because they're going to rotate anyway. We've got the nice side on the outside like that and like that. And the HP screws have the ones with the built-in washer. Go in the front and hold it in place. In theory, it will still turn, but obviously it's not being powered, so it won't really turn, but, you know, it's there if we need it to. So that is that part finished. So we've got those there, as and done. Move that out of the way, because we need to bring these parts back in. And indeed, the car itself. We've got the front of the car we're going to be dealing with, because the back we haven't been able to fit the engine to as yet. So we're going to be using some NM screws. 1, 2, and 3 of them, in fact. One for each part that we've got to fit. Makes perfect sense to me. 1, 2, and 3. Spare back over there. So we're fitting this one over here. Again, we've got 1 peg and 1 screw hole. So that will go there, holding that in place like that, with the screw going in there. Before I tighten that up, we'll get these on as well. We've got one bracket to go that side and one to go that side. Nice and easy. Again, a peg and a screw to hold them all in place, and one screw on either side. This is, as I say, the front of the car, so these parts will obviously be holding something else at some point in the future, possibly the radiator. I don't know. I assume the radiator would be at the back. No, the back's got the big venti fan things, isn't it? So might be that. We'll figure it. I'm not going to guess, because guessing just makes me get it wrong. So that's that. I'll get those all tightened up nice and good, and then that will be good to go. That's the end of this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. A quick one. I think I can do the next one, issue 28. I believe I can build, so I should see you very shortly with that. If not, it will be 29 or 30, or, at some point I'll be back. But at some point, it will all follow on. So, thank you for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now.